Here's the ultimate before to after for design build firms. The goal is to help you clients visualize their dreams while helping you build a classy brand for your business. This is My Online Toolbox providing weekly quick tips and reminders for all facets of growing your business with an objective for more quality leads. This week is a lot more exciting than normal, so please stay tuned for multiple announcements. But the goal is initially to help people with their online marketing with a hybrid of education, a strategy, and sticking behind you through the implementation to make it happen. We want to let people know there's something exciting going on. In about a month, we have a webinar going on with another firm, one of the leading providers in business management solutions called Contractor Foreman. To learn more about this, it's limited to 500 people. So for all you contractors out there that know another buddy or company that struggles, whether it's marketing or anything to do with operations, job costings, project management, and even identifying cash flow issues before they become a concern, please go to the My Online Toolbox Facebook channel and you will see under events, there's a webinar tab. Go there and sign up today if you're a My Online Toolbox client or if you know other people that have just needed a kickstart in either their marketing operations or their financial and strategic operations beyond just getting a lead. Please sign up. It's going to be an action-packed webinar similar to the way we do our weekly posts. This time, it's going to be an hour of getting to the point of so many different topics. We urge you, pause this page, take a snapshot, share it with your friends, do whatever you need to do to help people change their 2023 and 2024 objectives. But moving on, what we did was last week we had a similar topic with the ultimate before to after for remodelers, and that drove a lot of responses, and that's moving on into this week's topic. And before we get deeper, we want to remind a lot of people that are sharing these videos that a lot of topics have gone on that are bringing us into 2023 and 2024, such as how to plan for 2023 simply by paying attention to Google Analytics with your programmers today. It's a 10 to 15-minute tech topic. And remember, just go to the Facebook channel and you could scroll back to all of these topics on a weekly basis to be able to catch back up and plan for 1 to 2 years out. We also had recently the first steps to creating a website marketing machine and why lead generation companies traditionally bet against the contracting industry. We had a similar a weekly post pertaining to updating your websites when you're busy and already have your marketing machine going. We were reminding people about content theft, on how many programmers steal. We could use other words like borrow, but the reality is steal, and what is happening while you're not building a brand and possibly building legal challenges where other companies come to get money from you after you've grown your company using images that other people have paid for. But last week, what we did was we were focusing in on the ultimate before to after for remodelers by using transitional marketing. You'll have to go back to last week's episode to see the specifics on that. But what happened was we had some interesting clients reach out to us because they were calling us hypocrites, specifically by looking at that little slider on the bottom where there's that little circle with the left to right arrow. We use that as a way to bring people's attention to the presentation, but this particular client was not using sliders. So what people said was, hey, My Online Toolbox, you're being hypocritical. You promote that sliders suck, and that is true. We've had for years, we've actually are showing the exact article that we've referenced where sliders suck and should be banned from your website. However, the stimulus for that particular topic has not been based on why we're showing it today. What we want to do is show the differences. In the past, the reason why we would bring up that sliders suck is that when contractors promote a portfolio on their website, what we don't like is when people go to their home page or whatever the landing page is and they have 10, 20, 30 pictures where you have to hit click, 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 click to go through them all. The reality is that technology does suck. Most people will not even click on one time to go through a slider, let alone 10 to 20 to 30 images. So the reason why we were talking about sliders suck, not just from a user experience, but also a technical experience, you could just take a snapshot of this picture, go to that particular page, and yes, My Online Toolbox will continue to say sliders suck, but instead of saying it 100% of the time, we're now going to tone it down and say sliders suck 99% of the time, because there are valid times, limited, where they could be used, such in case of this week's episode, where we're talking about the ultimate before or after for design build firms, where in this case it is a slider and it's applicable to the story. So when we go to this particular highlighted customer, Turnkey, the website is builtbyturnkey.com. You'll have to freeze this particular page in order, or excuse me, screenshot in order to go to the details. But to continue on, in this particular story, what we wanted to do was make sure that people realize this particular home build is bringing you through a complete story where it opens up where a person could visualize what the design was and what the final product was. And as you scroll down, you will see where there's a story, and we're not going to give away certain technical details here, but as you continue to see the story of how it's being built, you could see a real story that someone building a home or visioning to build a home could see everything that went on behind the scenes to build this beautiful home. And what we want to then do is remind people here, we are aware that our competitors like to steal from us too. They get these ideas and then a week or two later they come up with some quick little fancy way to use the same topic. But the bottom line is, anyone who says that they could do this quickly, not just a quick before to after comparison, but branding your site from both an image perspective and technical perspective is not simple. This needs to be planned in advance, especially if you want to maximize the SEO, which stands for search engine optimization, with all the extra images, and you don't want to distort the branding of the finished product. So if you go to this particular Turnkey example, it's sweet. It is so professional, not just from a cosmetic perspective, but also from a technical perspective. But we do want to remind people sliders do suck in most cases unless it's incorporated into the story. So as we're saying goodbye, remember the webinar. Check it out. It's going to be exciting. It's only a month away, and we hope that when we hit the 500 people, unfortunately, we can't let any more people in. So take a moment to support My Online Toolbox. Check out what Contractor Foreman is all about, and share it with other people that you know need help in building their business. This is My Online Toolbox reminding you that to grow your business with more quality leads and focus in on what you need to learn, what's your strategy to make it happen, and then get the support to make it happen. Have a healthy week, and remember to start planning yesterday for next year marketing and profits, and we'll see you next week.